Okay, guys, we're going to keep going with chapter 3.
Hey, Miss Holtz.
What?
On Friday, can we watch Despicable Me?
Why?
I've never seen it. Because
It has to do with this.
it has to do with science. It was just an idea that popped into my head.
Oh.
It's a cute
I'll
the
think about it.
health op class got to watch The Notebook last Monday because Miss Shirley didn't feel like doing anything.
Yes.
We are always so busy in this class.
All right, so we already talked about some law. 1906, you need to know that date.
What day? 1906.
You need to know 1914 for the Harrison Act. The FDC is the most important piece of legislature in pharmaceutical history.
I think we already wrote these down.
You did. I'm just going over this, a couple of things really fast.
What was that last date? Okay, got it?
Chapter 3.
Yes. Good? All right. 1938. Most important piece of legislation in pharmaceutical history. Let's see, I said that twice. You think you need to know that?
Yep.
Why is it important?
This is.
Because that's when the FDC was fermenting.
That's when what?
That's when they did.
Instructors, I apologize for the interruption. I have an announcement from Monette High School students. A pep bus for sectional softball will be going to Nevada tomorrow at 4. You must sign up at the high school office window by 3:15 today if interested in attending. They will need at least 20 people to sign up or the bus will not go. You must also have a signed travel release form on file in the office. Bring your $15 to Coach Bradley tomorrow during the day or have it ready for loading the bus. Again, if you're interested in riding the pep bus for sectional softball games tomorrow, you must sign up in the high school office today by 3:15. Thank you.
Are you going, Jessica? Is Aurora going? Is Aurora going to sectionals or? Oh.
We lost our first district game
Oh.
against freaking Casville because of freaking cheaters.
No, we're not.
Oh, we're not.
Yeah.
Megan, did you ever get that paper turned in?
What is it?
That one your mom needed to sign?
Oh, no. They can get over it. If they really need it, they'll call my mom.
Okay, why is 1978 important?
I need you to get it turned in, please.
I don't know where it went.
What are you looking for? I might have it.
Okay. All right.
One paper that I have to sign in there.
FDC. Somebody said, why is that important? Yes, Lauren?
Is it because they had to tell what was in the drug and not save lives? Like they had to check and make sure it was safe. They couldn't just put anything in it.
That's exactly right. Because it required drugs to be safe for human consumption before they could sell it.
Hold on.
It did not prove that they had to be effective, just safe. You see the difference? It didn't have to work. Yeah.
Wasn't there another act that said it has to be effective?
Yes.
Wasn't that the CBA or PBA or something that did administration at the end of it? Drug administration. Something DCA. Like, I don't know.
All right.
DEA.
The the Durham-Humphrey Amendment, 1951, had medications had to say, caution, you have to have a prescription, or RX only, which means what, Emily? What?
Prescription only.
Thank you, Jackie. I mean Emily. It's alright, it's fine. Prescription only. Let's see. Oh, here is the, anybody know how to say that? Kufafer?
Kufaber.
Harris Amendment of 1962.
Mrs. Holt, I have an announcement. I'm about to clean my sheets.
TMI.
Use the restroom. Don't close the door all the way because no one will let you in.
62. Safe and effective.
1960.
Aren't you not allowed to take sleeping pills if you're pregnant?
It depends what those are. If you're pregnant, medications are also in another set of categories, and that is based on how serious it is. The medication can be. Category X means it is a known. It's known to cause birth defects. For example, Accutane. If you get a prescription for Accutane, before the pharmacy can dispense it, the doctor has to give the patient a birth control test or a pregnancy test. And if you're pregnant, they won't give it to you. If you're not pregnant, they'll give you a prescription, but it's only good for 7 days. If you don't get it filled within 7 days, you can't get it. You have to go back to the doctor and have another pregnancy test. Even males.
Males that have pregnancy tests?
What they do is just put the sticker on there as if you were a female.
I have a question.
But in the pharmacy, as a tech, if you are entering Accutane in the computer, it automatically pops up what was the date that they had their test. And that's why, even for males, it's got to be, you have to have that sticker. Yeah?
Is there a birth control for guys?
Condom.
Besides that? I don't even know.
Dump truck. Okay, let's see.
What's a dump truck?
Yeah.
What's a dump truck? I don't get it.
Back out. And dump.
Oh. I didn't get it either, so I was like sitting here, I was like, what?
I've never heard it be that way.
Back out.
Dump truck really doesn't work very well, though.
Isn't it? No, it's like,
Holy pray.
I think that's what I'm going to call it now.
Alright, guys, come on.
Not 3, Tyler. I just say every day.
So what does child-resistant container mean?
It means that they can't get the lid off.
Under 80% of children under 5 cannot open it.
Very good, Tyler. You can read. The prescription on your glasses is good.
I was comprehending.
But
But you had it backwards. What is child-resistant mean?
They can't get the lid off.
Can't. That's correct.
Which is
That's
completely
No, the
wrong.
first time you said it wrong.
no,
Which
she
is-
said they can't get the lid
It's
off.
completely wrong because whenever I was little,
I was teasing. Go ahead.
my grandma was like, my grandma could never open those little twisty
But
push
you
down
could.
beds. But I could when I was little, so I'd always open them up for her, even though I was taught don't mess with medication.
Yeah.
But like I would open them for her, and she didn't teach me how to open them. I just did it.
So child resistant, what percent of adults can get it off of there, Haley?
What?
Very good, Jessica.
90?
My pass this test. I think I'm failing this class. Am I failing this class? Yes.
I am failing.
What grade are you in?
Haley, were you in here when we talked about parent-teacher conferences and email? No. You need to have your parent email me by not this Thursday, but next Thursday for 50-point project grade. If they don't email, they can call after class hours, or they can make an appointment and come up here in person.
Miss, can my parents come on Thursday?
What?
Can my parents come on Thursday? That's when I don't work.
Ask me after class.
So like, do you have a school email address or something that we're supposed to be using?
Where's your syllabus?
Somewhere here.
Okay, look on your syllabus. Alright, so the test, I'm going to ask you what is the act that led to the DEA being formed?
The Humphrey Act. No, the weird one.
That's a good guess.
Controlled Substance Act.
Yes.
The CSA.
What does DEA stand for?
Drug Enforcement Administration.
It's not agency. A lot of people think it's agency.
I thought it was agency.
Hey guys, stop talking, please.
So the Controlled Substance Act led to the what? See it?
What's the third bullet, Jessica?
Created the drug, so the CSA made the DEA.
Alphabet soup. So what's the DEA do, Tyler?
The DEA, they
Alphabet soup.
charged with enforcement of and prevention related to abuse of controlled substances like narcotic pain medications.
Very good. I couldn't have said it better myself. Alright, so in 1970, medications were classified by their potential for abuse. And that's exactly what we have now. Remember what we talked about? Jackie said there are 8 categories based on potential for abuse. Cocaine is in Schedule 1, while Benadryl is the very bottom. Alright, there's no potential for abuse. When you talk about the categories or the schedules, there are 5, yes.
Why does it say Schedule 1 has little potential? If it's like you put cocaine in there?
Ranging from those with great potential for abuse, Schedule 1, to those with little potential, Schedule 5.
But isn't it, okay, all of them can be abused, but only the top 5 can be addictive.
Potential for abuse as in addicting or harmful. If you take too much, you could kill yourself. There are the 5 that when the top 5 are considered controlled substances. The top 5, so 1 through 5. the behind the counter and the over the counter and the regular prescriptions, which I did out of order. All right, listen. There are 5 that are considered controlled substances. Underneath that are regular prescriptions that require a prescription. Does that make sense? Regular prescriptions, okay? Those are not considered controlled substances. Neither are behind the counter or over the counter. Does that make sense? Lauren? Brittany? Emily? Okay. NARCs are highly regulated.
Narcs or towel?
Alright, so here are the schedule, the top 5. If I said these are the top 5, same thing as these are the controlled substances. You guys need to be able to, that terminology. Controlled substances, we could call the, like C2s. A C2 would mean Schedule 2. Morphine, oxycodone, the pyridine. Alright? 3, 4, and 5 can be mixed in the shelves with the other prescriptions. Ones, where do you think Control 1 or Schedule 1 medications are kept in the pharmacy?
In a bowl.
Very good, Tyler. They're not. Are they legal?
Nope.
No. Good catch. Schedule 2 are kept locked up. They're in a separate drawer, usually, from the other medications. And also, that drawer is bolted to the ground. But other prescriptions on like bookshelves, that's what we're going to use, but the shelving, those hold 3s, 4s, 5s, and all the other prescription medications. Make sense? Good. Alright. We started this the other two. Alright, so in 72, there was a complete list of all medications that were sold. A complete list, 72. Each drug, each medication has a unique and permanent number. It's an 11-digit number. This says 10 characters, but I found several mistakes. But it's 11, all right? 11 characters that identify the manufacturer, the distributor, drug formulation, size, and type of package. And we did that in this class, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you guys know that there are 11. How many are in the first set of numbers?
4.
5. How many are in the middle?
3, 2,
4. And how many at the end?
2,
How many? What's 5 plus 4?
9,
How many do there have to be?
11,
So how many does that make the end?
2,
2. What if there are only 4 numbers in the first set of numbers?
Can you put it
That
up
is zero
A 0 at where?
at the front.
At the front. Think about it. The number 2, does it change if you put a 0 in front of it?
No.
No. Does it change if you put a 0 at the end of it?
Yes.
Yes. All right, good. We did that in here. All right, in 76, there was a medical device amendment, required all medications, requires pre-market approval of safety and effectiveness. That means, what does that mean to you? What do you think that means?
That has to actually be useful.
Right.
To actually sell it.
And that's why they have It takes like 10 to 15 years in order for a drug to get on the market.
That's right. It's exactly right. Before it can be marketed, it has to be safe, and that's why it takes so long, generally about 17 years of trials and trying to figure out if it's going to work, is it going to be harmful. That's right. Good job. In 83, well before, let's see. Do you think medications are generally made when there's a lot of people that could use it? Or do you think it's when, we're going to discover and create this medication when there's only a few people going to benefit?
It's usually a lot, isn't it?
It's usually a lot. Why?
There's more incentive, more money to be
More money. That's exactly right. More money to get out of it. So why would anybody try to invent something that only a few people would? It's going to cost you mega multi-millions of dollars to discover. They want to get that money back. So if there's only a small a small population that's going to be able to use that medication, not many people or companies are going to want to invest that amount of money.
Is that why whenever like you have a rare disease, they don't have much that you can do about it? Because
Well, that's one reason. The other, so what they I don't know, Congress, they passed a law that's Orphan Drug Act. That means only if there's a disease or a condition that affects only a few people, or I can't think of, if you're Jewish, you get, what's that you get more of if you're Jewish? I can't think of it. Anyway.
like my grandma, they had to put I was talking to you about a little coil in her head to stop the aneurysm. Well, because of her vein at 90 degrees and it twists and turns all the way around, they have to send her picture all over everywhere to see if there's any doctors that can think of, congregate and think of anything to do. Otherwise, she can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Because it's where the way her brain and the vein goes.
What?
Well, it reminds me of that movie we watched in my biology class last year. But it was, there was those oils. That was a super rare disease and took them forever to bring out a cure for it.
Will you write that name down for me?
Sure.
On a piece of scrap paper or something. Alright. So there's a certain number of people that it can't be more than. I'm thinking it's 5,000. Remind me and I'll Google it. Would you write that down too, please?
Huh?
Orphan Drug Act, how many people? The small population, I think it's less than 5,000. It has to be less than 5,000. But given the small market, a lot of companies would not spend the time and money on coming up with one. So they did the Orphan Drug Act. Tax incentives. Thank you. Oh, that's great. Thank you. Because of the small population, the government gives them tax incentives. That's people also build their homes with green, try to have the green homes. You guys know what I'm talking about? Less electricity and stuff. So they give them tax incentives. Also, they can get an exclusive license. And there have been over 250 medications approved this way. I think that's pretty cool, don't you? All right, and we are going to stop right there.
Are we gonna watch YouTube?
No. We're going to do a little reading.